Well, midterm report cards have all gone home to parents by now, and some results may be better than others. But how do you handle a bad report card from your kid?
How a parent handles bad grades is very important in the child's future approach to studying. And joining us today with some amazing concrete tips and ways to keep your child motivated is Sunny Verma of Tutor Break. Good to see you, Sunny.
Good to see you guys again.
Okay, this is very inspiring. This is going to help you and your kids, parents.
It sure will.
Yep.
Right,
I
Raj?
hope
Right
so.
here. I'm
First
listening.
thing, two main reasons that lead to a negative report card. First one, goals.
Goal setting. So we have to remember our kids are amateur goal setters. They've never, ever, ever learned how to set goals. If you think about our education system, we teach a wide range of subjects, but we don't teach goal setting. And if you think about it, a ship that has no destination, where does it go?
Aimless.
Just
Aimless,
runs.
right? It goes nowhere. So the first thing we have to do is sit down with our kids, understand what they want to achieve academically, because that will be the first step to academic achievement.
With that, just with the goal, like, do you do the big goal first and then break it down, or do you
With academics?
step by step? Yeah.
First, get an understanding what they want, then break down their actions, habits, and behaviors that can actually lead to those goals.
This one's so important, skill gaps. I was way behind in grade 9. For some reason, we didn't get taught stuff in grade 8 that everybody else did. I didn't know what a negative number was. So I was like, what's a negative number? What is a skill
Many
gap?
people have that.
Yeah.
So the first thing we have to do is understand, does my child have the necessary skills to succeed in the classroom, or their skill gaps missing? So this could be, let's say your child learning how to multiply but doesn't understand basic addition. That means there's a skill gap. And these skill gaps can widen year after year after year. So we have to get an understanding, is there deficiencies, is there competencies issues? Because without question, those are going to lead to a bad report card.
Okay.
All right, keeping them motivated, especially if they're struggling, is a difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
How do you get them to keep wanting to go at it? Because there's nothing worse than failure. It's hard to get around it.
I think it's the words that we use, right? We have to remind our child that this is just a report card. And a report card is just an indicator where you are, and there's no question that it's not an indicator where you can actually go. The number one indicator where you can go academically, the number one indicator of human success, do you want to know what it is?
What's
that?
It is resilience. And resilience is born at the bottom. It is born in the bad report card. It is born in adversity. It is foundational. And just like every single human-made structure, like this building that we're in today, we don't lay our foundation at the top, we lay our foundation at the bottom. So when your child is going through these adverse moments academically, remind them this is just an opportunity to lay your foundation. This is just an opportunity to practice the number one skill set, which is resilience.
More so than ever today, right?
Yeah.
And you say another tip is focus on the effort, not the result.
Yeah, so this one is huge, right? Because our children have been taught it's better to never try than to try and fail. But if you don't try, guess what? You fail by default. And every single great grade, actually I'm going to step back and I'm going to say every single great human achievement starts with the single act of trying. So we have to encourage our kids to try. So even let's say if your child brings home a good report card, comment on the effort and never the results. So don't say something like, oh, wow, you're so smart, or oh, wow, you're so perfect. Instead say, oh, wow, well-deserved, because you put in your time, because you asked the teacher for extra support, because you didn't procrastinate, whatever got them those results in the first place. Because if you highlight the effort, it will show your child by the inputs of great effort, they can have great academic outcomes, and they can achieve anything and everything that they're going to want to in their life.
How do you get them to try, like if they don't even want to try, how do you get them even like trying to push themselves on it?
I think the first thing that we have to do is create a safe environment for learning. A lot of people don't want to try because they don't think they have the skill gaps to do it. And if you can actually show them that you have the right competencies and you can take it step by step, most people do want to try. The most addictive feeling in this world is success and progress. So if you can show your child, even with the micro level improvements, that there's some changes in there, you're actually going to get them to want to try.
It's motivating. 3 top questions to ask during parent-teacher interview. How can I, as a parent, help you, the teacher?
So this one's really important because most parents think of this as an opportunity going with your guns blazing and complaining. It is not. The parent-teacher interview is an opportunity for an amazing relationship between you and the teacher. So this question is really important because, number one, it will lead to ongoing open communication for the remainder of the school year, which is something that I think every parent wants. You can keep tabs on your child's academic performance. The second major benefit to this is that it will allow the teacher to have a lot more empathy and sympathy towards your child because they're going to have an idea of what's happening within the household.
And you feel like a team.
Oh, that's
right?
exactly it. It's a team,
Which is such a huge
and you're not
thing.
outsourcing your child's education. You're working together with your teacher.
And the two other questions we want to get to, child strengths and how do they engage
Yeah.
in the classroom? Why are those important?
Okay, child strengths, because without question, you're going to be talking about your child's weaknesses. So you want to talk about their strengths because this will allow you to give them appropriate feedback when you get home. You can sandwich it between positive, constructive, and positive feedback, which makes it a lot more digestible for your child. And how does your child engage socially in the classroom is really important because this is a question that will gauge your child's social and emotional well-being. which essentially will give you an idea of every single non-academic factor that's leading to your child's development.
Yeah, are they the class clown? Are they isolated? Because overall, academic is just as important as their social skill set.
I would actually say their social is more important than their academic.
See?
Yeah, absolutely.
In terms of getting jobs.
You got it.
Yeah.
Jobs, everything, how they're going to perform and where their authentic happiness is going to lie is how they fit within society.
And how they manage interviews and all that.
Yeah,
Great
you
tips.
got it.
Where do we get more information?
At tutorbright.com.
Thank you. Sunny.
Appreciate it. And let's head to Nicole. You know, she's down in Niagara on the Lake. Such a
Oh,
pretty,
beautiful.
pretty spot, and it's gorgeous right now.
Yeah.